Hello, Phil Williams Game Chairs USA here, teaching how to do a blog post with WordPress in 2017. Now, the first thing you're going to keep in mind is every WordPress theme is different. So you might notice some differences in what I got going on here compared to what you got going on. Also, I'm the key holder of the site, which pretty much means I'm the top dog. You may be an author or have a different writer status. So, no matter what, you're going to go to Post and Add New to start a new post. Alright, I'm pretty much just going to use the information from a press release today. What you're going to look at and pay attention here is this is where your title goes. This is your post body. This is your publishing section. This is where you can save a draft at any time and come back later. This is where you would preview your draft. More on that later. This is where your tags go. This is your category section. This is your featured image section. And not every theme or site uses this. This is Yoast SEO. This is my favorite plugin. Very helpful to new WordPress users. Okay, so let's get started. We got a press release here for Final Fantasy Brave Exodus. We're just gonna copy the headline. Alright, for headlines, you always want your headline to be creative. The headline's the main part of the post. This is a really long headline. If I was creating the post from scratch, I wouldn't use such a long headline. Alright, I'm gonna just use this right here. We're gonna make this like a header. Alright, we're gonna copy all of this, and this is how you change your sizes. Right now, it's just in a regular paragraph size and bolded. Now, this is how you would bold it or italicize it. You could put a strike through. This is how you would line it. This would make it be in the center. All your words, paragraphs, everything would be centered. This would be to the left. If you actually, nobody ever uses the right, but it's there. For now, I'll just show you. We're going to make it a heading 2. Google likes when you make it a heading 2. Also, in Yoast, I'm going to use Brave Exvius for my keyword. So we're going to add to host fan. We're going to add Brave Exvius right here. Alright, there we go. We got our header. And it has the keyword in it. So Google's going to like that. Alright. Now we're just going to copy this information. Now normally, you want your post to be at least 300 words. At least. This might be a little short. Yeah, it's only 196. Ew. To make it longer, we can add. That's a lot to add. Let's just, yeah, we'll add all of it. Why not? Let's plug them hard. Gonna show the event support. Might as well show it all, right? Alright, bam. That's our post body. Everything's looking good. Alright, here's our link. Now, you can click this pencil right here, and then click this gear icon, and you can click that to open the link in a new window. That helps retain viewers on your site. If you didn't click that, you lose your viewers. I'll go through and clean that up later, but you get see what I'm getting at. Another helpful thing, we're not really going to add this link, but if you wanted to add a link to, say, where it says Final Fantasy series here, you would click this insert edit media link thing. Bam. And you could do that. Alright, bam. Alright, say you didn't want the link, you could highlight the whole thing, and you could click this remove link, or you could just hit this X. Bam, no longer a link. Alright, you don't need to worry about this. You'll figure all that out. It might not even be on your theme. What's important here really is your text color. Say I wanted to make series the color red. Oh, we made series red. Oh no, I don't like that. I'm going to use this to undo it. I kind of liked it red. We'll go forward again. Nah, never mind. Alright, you get it. You want to underline gatherings right there? Bam, we did it. Alright, so that's the basics of that. If you want to get into detail, if you want to embed stuff, this is where all the code is. If you're just starting, you don't need that, but that's where that's at. Alright, so you see this is our post body. This is what it's all going to look like. Let's preview it. Alright, this is what it's going to look like if you're looking at it right now. Looks kind of dull. There's no featured image, no media, no nothing to liven it up. Looks like a really boring post. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a video. Now I already have a video here already lined up. We're just going to copy the URL for the video. You can do that right here. Or alternatively, sometimes it doesn't work, and you can go to right here where it says share, and there's an alternative share link. I already got the URL copied. So where do we want to put it? Let's size it up. We got our headline. We got this introducing it. Alright, let's put a space. Alright, we got our cruiser here. We're going to go to add media. Insert from URL. Now inserting from URL, it will save space on your server rather than embedding it, which is going to end up maybe taking up a whole gig of space on there. I don't know how much it actually would take up. However big the video is, I guess. Alright, so there we go. We got a video. Now, something that's important is to always give credit where credit is due. Now, if you create something, you want people to use it on their social media, their websites, their YouTube channel sometimes, but you want credit for that. You want that backlink. So we're going to write video source, and then you could take their name and copy the URL. Or, alternatively, you could just come down here, right there, copy it. And there we go. That gives them a nice backlink. Put it down there. We're just going to put it back. And then we're going to remember to take this out. So, open them up in a new window. Alright, now, to make it stand out a little bit, I'm going to make it smaller and put it right underneath the video in the center. Make it not look so out of place. Alright, there we go. Now, we're going to want to add a featured image. So, there's a bunch of ways you can get featured images. We'll just cruise right to here. Alright, I use Firefox. Not all web browsers can do this, but you click once, you see this, right click a second time, and you can go to Save Snapshot As, and then you're going to put it where you can find it on your computer. Alright, there we go, we got a picture. I'm going to show you another trick. If you are going to Google, alright, I have that put in. I'm going to go to Images, Google Images. That's too small. Say you wanted to use this nice picture right here. This is a really pretty picture, right? Now you want to make sure, if you were to just save it here, it would just give you the thumbnail size. You want to make sure you click on it, and then you'll see a little load bar at the bottom. You want to make sure it's loaded. Now you could save the image. I'm not really going to save it, but alright, we saved it. This is where our featured image would be. We would copy this right here if we were going to use this as our featured image, because remember, we want to give credit. We didn't create this awesome picture here, so say this was what we were using. We're not actually going to use it. We're going to use the one we just took a snapshot of. But I would write featured image source. This is just how I could do it. No matter, it doesn't really matter how you give credit, just as long as you give credit. Alright, that's how I would do that. I'd take the link out, and then I'd do this, make it headline 6 so it's small, right there, bam. Alright, that's if we were using that. I'm not really going to use it. So, you get what I'm getting at. Alright, since we're going to use images from this, I'm going to put video and image source. There we go. Alright. Now, I'm going to copy this. Alright. We're going to set our featured image. Alright. Now, I took a couple more pics here, too. They don't want to show up, but I know it's the last 3 I've taken. I held Control and tapped on all 3, highlighted them. Alright, now these 4 boxes here are very important, and it's one of the things that gets overlooked the most by bloggers, writers, whatever you want to call us. Alright, you want to fill in your title. I always put a little tag here and make it 1. Alright, I'm going to copy that. Alright, now if you wanted a caption, this would show up underneath your picture. That's not important. I'm not going to use that. But you always want to add alt text and description. What I usually do, just to save time and make sure it has something in there, I'll just copy and paste the same thing in there. Put 1 and a period. Alright, this is going to be my second picture. You could have did this one at a time. I do it just to save time. Get it out of the way. See? Now, when you first start blogging, it might take you a little time to get all this stuff down at first. I mean, I can cruise right through this if I wasn't explaining it. I could probably have this post, everything together and done in 10 to 12 minutes. Alright, this was our featured image. Make sure that's highlighted and set featured image. Now we have a featured image and a video. Alright, let's look over our post. We got all that added in there now. We got all this. Alright, that's a nice little chunk of space. Let's add a picture right here. We'll go to Insert Media since we already uploaded them. We have all this. If we wanted to upload a new file, we would go to Upload File and select a file, but we don't need to do that. We can just go to our media library. We'll do this one for a second pick. And right here, there's a lot of words. Was there more to it? It's not. Sometimes it doesn't show you it all. But it looks like that's about right. We'll add another pick right here, since we got 3. Alright, we got all kinds of media added on now. Alright, this is where our preview will come in handy. See if we hit it again. It's loading. Now let's take a look at what our post is going to look like when it's all done. Alright, now we got a featured image, nice headline, got a header, an H2, our video, nice beefy post full of content, nice pretty picture, some links, some abouts. Alright, shaped out to be a nice post. Got our ads and all that. Alright, so now we can go back. We're still not done. This is probably where you would want to do your editing. If you wrote it all yourself, you would want to read over everything. Go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Take your time. Make sure there's no errors. If there is, go back. Bam, this wasn't right. You wanted to change it. Alright, you get me. Now we're going to want to add some tags. Now, you're just starting with your tags. You can use tag generators, different websites, AdWords, or you could just use things like, I'm going to use Brave Exvius as my keyword, so I'm going to add Final Fantasy, definitely. Alright, our headline, we're going to put Fan Fiesta. We can put worldwide. Event 2017. 30th anniversary. I usually do about 5 to 7 tags. You can do it however you would like. You can go into a lot with tags and SEO. That's a whole nother adventure if you're just getting into blogging. I suggest you focus on getting your main things down, making your post nice. I'll show you some tricks that if you're using Yoast, that Yoast will make life much easier for you. Now here's your categories. Brave Exvius, we're going to make it gaming, definitely. Brave Exvius is a mobile game, so we're going to add that. We're going to make this our primary category, and that will mean it will show up in the, if you had an iOS section on your homepage, it would make that go right to the iOS section, so to not repeat posts. Some themes do that, some don't, so don't let that confuse you. I'm also going to add it as news. So there we go. Make sure we have everything. We have our title. I'm going to go back and edit that and make all the first letters capital. I'm not going to make you sit through that. We got our header that has our keyword in it. Alright, we have our post, our video. We gave credit for our video and where we got our pictures from. We have our links. I haven't taken all the links out, but I'm going to. It's up to you if you want to take that step. Help save some viewer retention on your site. Alright, we got all that in our post. We got our tags are all looking good. Our categories are set. We got our featured image. That takes us down to Yoast, which Yoast is so awesome. Alright, like I said, Brave Exvius is our keyword. Alright, so that's our keyword. Now, we're going to need a meta description. We're just going to... we'll use this, since it already has our keyword in it. Now you're going to want your keyword to be, it's good if you use your keyword in your header, you want it in the beginning of your first paragraph. These are just some of the things Google and other search engines look for. Alright, now this is where we're going to edit snippet. Your edit snippet pretty much here's your meta description. We'll put that there, bam. Usually you want it to be a little longer, so it's green, but that's going to work for us. The slug, it's going to tell us, this is one of the best things here, our content analysis. Now it says the focus keyword doesn't appear in the first copy, blah, blah, blah. Alright, the slug is long. Now, how do we fix the slug being long? We're going to go to edit snippet. We're going to take out, let's take out all that. Now that's what our slug's going to look like. Short enough. The meta description's not long enough, like I told you. It can be up to 156 characters. And like I said, the page title is way longer. Since I did this post, my readability score, you're going to have two scores here. Your SEO score right here, I always go for that being green. I accept no less. I can get it. I know what it's looking for now. In the beginning, when I first started blogging, Yoast helped me so much with this content analysis. Now I just kind of know what they're looking for. Usually, 8 times out of 10, if I was to write this, the readability would have been green. Now, readability isn't as important. It's kind of like your score. You know, like the search engines have a way of grading your posts. Your readability score is letting you know that you're under what they're looking for, but it's not that important. Your post is still good. We got the SEO good. It's a nice post. Everything's looking good. We've previewed it, edited it. Everything's good to go. Now your final step, you can publish it, and bam, it will go live for the world. Or you can save it as draft. Since we share on a time schedule, I'm going to save it as draft for later. Now we save it as draft. Alright, and that is pretty much how we create a post in WordPress in 2017. Very simple. Take your time. You know, blogging is writing. When it comes to writing, you gotta learn how to edit. Make sure everything is good. You know, make friends with this preview button. Check your post many times, over and over and over again. You know, there's not that much to really focus on. You want your good headline. You want to make sure your post looks nice. You want to make sure you got your tags set up. Make sure your categories are set. Your featured image is like a YouTube thumbnail. You want it to be nice. It's going to attract people on the social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, whatever. If you're a web developer, I suggest you check out Yoast SEO. It's free. It's an amazing plugin. So that is pretty much all I have to teach you. If you have to, watch the video a couple times. You get everything down. It's really not that hard or not that much to remember. Once you do 2 to 5 posts, you'll have everything down. You know, it's all... And writing comes with time. You know, at first, you're not going to be the best at it. Just keep practicing. Have faith in yourself. You know, your grammar will improve over time. You know, it all comes together. You get better and better with each post you do. I've done like over, I think, 1,200 posts or so, 1,300 posts. Not even sure. I lost track. Okay, we saved our post as draft. It's ready for later. Alright, Phil Williams from Game Traders USA. Hope I taught you guys some stuff today. Alright, I'm out.